Hello everybody, my name is TheTfboy and welcome back to just some random Hearthstone stuff. Nothing significant. So I've been thinking lately about my defensive offense deck, and there's one thing I noticed with it. If it'll actually open. Okay, the game actually nearly crashed for me for some reason. Okay. I do have a lot of spells. The problem is this deck is very prone to spell immunity, which is actually a huge problem. I'm not entirely sure how to fix it other than add spell immunity cards myself. One particular example, it's actually a card I've been wanting for a while, but I don't have it. Is in next rounds. I actually lost to just this card because I couldn't remove it with my minions. Where is it? No. Here we go. Spectral Knight cannot be targeted by spells or hero powers. That is a huge. Oops, sorry, I bumped the mic. That is a huge pain in the ass for me. Like, that was just ridiculous. I just couldn't remove it, and then you play like a Defender of Argus, and it's a 5/7 that with taunt that has spell immunity. It's annoying. I actually lost to a druid who had this because I had to like use various weapons and such, and then I died to the combo. I don't have next Rama, so I want to get it soon. But yeah, in terms of what I would trade for it, let's say I had the card, I'd probably trade Hungry Dragon. Yeah, it has one less stat, but it doesn't give my opponent... I'm okay with trading the 1 mana for the 1 less attack that has spell immunity that doesn't give my opponent a minion. I don't really care for the dragon synergy, that's not what the deck is designed for, because it's not as amazing as you think it would be, because the one thing about Hungry Dragon is that you never want to play it on curve. Unless, you know, the perfect scenario for me would be like, turn 2, Fiery War Axe, hit a minion that he has on the board, or hit the only one if it's worked that way. Turn 4, coin, Hungry Dragon, attack the minion with your weapon. Suddenly you have a 5/6 on the board with nothing on their opponents. So, that's really the only... Because I would never play it unheard of. I always try to have an answer for the 1-cost minion in some way, shape, or form. Because this isn't a win more card, this could be a lose more card if you're not careful. Because you have to remember your opponent can't attack with a minion the turn after you play this. So, you need to be careful. Pilot Shredder's okay. It's nothing amazing, but it's nothing out of the ordinary. I haven't won or lost games with this guy, but it's pretty useful. Revenge has saved me so many times, you have no idea. Like seriously, against an aggressive deck, I just let him dump out his hand, build the board, and then I use Revenge and I catch up. It's that simple. Because of the tempo lost, and just because you expended so many resources into what you thought you had the game. Nobody suspects this, nobody plays around this. Which is great. In any event, I am quite high in the ranks with this deck, I will admit. I almost got to rank 15, but I lost the start yesterday. I've just been kind of sitting around here for the past day or so. So yeah, I've just been messing around with my mech deck. It definitely needs some tweaks, not capable just yet. Yeah. I do have a quest for like Warlock and Shaman. I may build a Warlock deck. Sort of Zooey. Use MK Boss, use the 1, 2, 3 mana, 2, 3 mech minion that spawns a 1/2. Or 2/1. Annoyatron would be good. I think I have Twisting Nether, actually. I don't remember.
Garrosh! versus Throw.
I'll admit, I haven't seen a shaman in a
For
while.
Doomhammer, victory or death!
Okay. Brawl is good to have, just in case I start to get overwhelmed. Noitron's a good start, and I have the coin, so this is gonna make things a little bit easier for me. I mean, if I get my Fiery War Axe, I will coin out the Hungry Dragon, just like I said I would. It wouldn't be a bad idea to coin him out next turn, if he doesn't play it like a huge threat. I know I said I wasn't going to do this, but...
I'll never tell.
Shoot. Well, I can't kill that, so... I do have Cleave, though, so... Maybe trade the Hunger Dragon into one of the creatures, and then Cleave the other two to get him away. You know, be efficient. What are you doing? Oh, you're gonna get rid of the Noitron. Okay. Oh, screw you! That's annoying. Maybe I shouldn't have left that spell totem alive. Shoot. Well, at least I can get rid of this. That's fine though. At least he used Lightning Storm already, so I can build up a decent board now without having to worry about it.
Noxramas is ours.
Here, let's... Do I want to put... Yeah, let's put this out.
What we do.
Because if he tries to build up a board, especially with a totem...
Some still funny.
Interesting.
By the power of Ragnaros, I have the power!
Let's build that up. Would brawling be a bad idea? Because of the... That's fine. The interesting thing about this deck is that I don't mind hard removal because I have a lot of tough creatures. So the question is, buddy, what are you gonna do? Here's an interesting thought.
There is little time.
No, I don't think that would be efficient. I was thinking, what if I played Sylvanas, rammed this into that, got that damage, and then played this for 2 health. Or 2 mana, and then killed Sylvanas and took one of his minions.
What now?
That'd be an interesting play.
I have no time for games.
I'll just play Sylvanas on the board. The problem with Sylvanas is that I could easily just take one of the totems. faced with the shade. If he builds up a board, I can brawl him and just take whatever's left.
There is little time.
Okay. Oh. It's not the worst thing in the world. Alright, well... there's no way to get that reduced, so... I'm gonna crush this. Just poke that. And we'll carry on.
By the power of Ragnaros, I have the power!
Interesting. Maybe I shouldn't have wasted Crush on it. There's actually a huge problem because... damn it, that's not enough. Alright, RNG this... I meant to play a Noyatron. I meant to play a Noyatron. If I can get 1 damage on that Thorson. Because he doesn't have another Lightning Storm. It's fine. Go ahead, build up a board. Oh, this is gonna be beautiful. Yes, 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 okay. Okay. Oh, yeah, if anything survives, I can remove it, so... brawl. Perfect. He may try to build up another board. He only has 3 cards though, he can't do much. Are you serious? Well, I'm just gonna go bypass that. He's still overloaded for 3 just like last time. I am running a bit low in card draw. I hope I get Jeeves or Chromagus. Come on. How about no? I'm okay with just moral striking it personally. Yeah, that's fine. Oh shit. Ah, shit. Okay, well, if anything but... Alright, I need Ragnaros to not survive. Anything but Rag. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Holy crap.
Brace for impact.
Next turn I'll play Chromagus. The Shield Maiden has done its job. Oh. Well played. Well played, indeed.
Brace for impact.
Job done.
We'll put him on a clock. There's no need to really trade into it. Oh. That's actually very useful. Do I win? Do I win? Is he gonna concede? I win. I still have other cards such as Iron Juggernaut and whatnot to deal massive damage.
You win this one.
I was hoping for a taunt. Okay.
Well played.
Yay! See, now this is the beauty of this deck, because if you, the Shaman used a lot of his removal. You know, he used a Hex on... I don't remember what he hexed, actually. He used a Hex on something. He uses 2 Lightning Storms early on in the game to remove some creatures and whatnot. I don't think Lightning Storm would have helped him against what I threw later. He tried to play around Sylvanas and got a decent benefit. You know, I took probably the second least bothersome creature. And then... I don't know, and then I just came back, you know. I got very lucky, I'll be honest, with the shield slams and whatnot. So, I won't credit that it's all skill in all this deck, but I definitely consider this to be a very, very powerful deck. And again, the only real change I would make if I had next Ramus would be Hungry Dragon for that, Spectral Knight. Everything else is pretty much stationary. Abomination is good against aggro, along with Revenge. You know, Abomination is essentially a weaker Revenge, but it doesn't require me to be at 12 health, which I might be dead. You know, I've never seen anyone play around a warrior going below 12 health and playing around Mortal Strike. Some people may play around Revenge, in which case, I don't know. Chromagus is definitely a huge threat because if you can't remove it, you are going to... Oops, sorry. It's just going to get value for me. Now, in this case, it didn't get me too much value. All I got from it was Execute and something else. Was it only Execute? Yeah, it was only Execute because I played Chromagus. He attacked my Armor Smith. I drew Execute. I killed his board. It was his turn. He tried to draw a Taunt Totem, and he conceded. So that's that, I suppose. Iron Juggernaut's also a bit iffy, but I guess I didn't really need it in this matchup, considering the Shield Maiden's stuck. And that's the one thing I try to do with this board, is essentially make my minions stick. Because I've looked at all the removal in this game, you know, Flame Strike, Polymorphs for mages, and hexes and lightning storms and shamans for I basically looked at everything and determined that if you built a deck straightly around removal, you can't do it. And the thing I like about Warrior is that Brawl will traditionally remove the creatures that you want. Well, not the creatures that you want, but traditionally, Brawl will never keep that one creature that you have alive. You know, if you've got that one creature with a massive health pool or something that you just cannot get rid of, Brawl's the only form of definitive removal that is a bit random, but I think you can pretty much rely on it most of the time. Because the thing with Brawl, as you saw in this deck, is that I always had an answer to the one minion that would be left if one of his survived. If one of mine survived, I would be very happy. Like, the Shield Main survived against the Ragnaros and whatnot. So, yeah. If there would be one change I would make to replace the Iron Juggernaut, it would probably actually be a Ragnaros, because the 10 damage, because it probably wouldn't be too hard to plan the 8 damage to go to the face. And for the Iron Juggernaut, instead of having the Iron Juggernaut do the 10 at a random time, because I don't think the 2 damage would be that significant, and you don't really have to wait until your opponent draws a card. The body is definitely hard to remove. It is prone to BGH, but in fact, it's Ragnaros, my only minion subject to BGH, which may be a problem considering I have nothing else to bait it out. I don't know. Everything else is deck is fine. Jeeves is great for card draw. Chromagus is definitely huge for card draw. Sometimes I only need traditionally one or the other. I've never actually seen what happens when Jeeves gives Chromagus. From what I read, it seems like say you have like no cards on the board. Say you have like no cards in hand. You top deck Chromagus, you play him, he survives. You top deck Jeeves, you play him. From what I've read, Jeeves will draw you the 3 cards, and Chromagus will copy each of them, which sounds amazing. Which is amazing. However, if you on your next turn you play 3 different cards, then your opponent knows what your 3 other cards in your hand are because of Chromagus. So that's not really a major downfall, in my opinion. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Love this deck. The end of the season is coming soon. It is currently April 28th, so I'm looking forward to getting my Annoytron card back. Because I do like this card. It's quite a good defensive card. Anyways, thank you all so Excuse me, I had to sneeze. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. End stream.